Hello and welcome everybody, hope that you're good and welcome back into the Ancients Recovered event. We're going to be out chasing some Regidrago today. That's the boss that's active at the moment of filming, but we have some good bits and pieces to cover. Well, thanks to the local raid team, because we picked up a shiny Registeel, which was really rather nice. It's obviously one of the quality Regi shinies. It was, I think, so far the only background shiny from a raid, which is insane. I have been finding that the raid luck and the background luck haven't been aligning terribly well. Maybe you can let me know in the comments below how your background luck, if you've been chasing these, if you've been getting the backgrounds or the shinies. The Ancients Recovered timed research, you got 6 lots of this as it turned out, which meant that if you did 36 raids and collected all of the varying different levels of the Regis, you could align to get yourself a background of each and every Regi, which is really nice to guarantee those backgrounds, but it does cost you 36 raids in person, which is quite a lot, or maybe 36 remotes, depending on what you're doing. But so far, this one, Regice, is 692. The Registeel came out no shiny, unfortunately, in 1001 CP. Now, obviously, you can find yourself getting anything from level 1s through to level 20s. This one's going to be the Regigigas, which wasn't shiny, unfortunately, in 578. So some of the Pokemon you were picking up were really, really tiny levels. And I have to give a shout out to my better half, Marta, who picked up the level 1 shiny Regidrago. We're going to skip on forward because the Regieleki and the Regidrago from this wave weren't exactly anything spectacular, as you can see here. However, claiming all of the candies as normal, and then we get to choose which one we're going to do. And I think this was our second lot of research. So we chose Regigigas because I don't want to be raiding it tomorrow. If we're going to get a background shiny of it, we've got to do it right here, right now. So we claim our 1XL candy, and the encounter is going to be non-shiny, unfortunately, and 578 is alarmingly similar to what we had a moment ago. Good to see the background on it though, which is really nice, and the little symbol of the Regi's sort of eyes or pitted lens things is great to see on the backgrounds. The unique Pokemon backgrounds is fantastic in my view. We're going to spool on through to the third selection of the research. So the Regirock and the Regice were not very good, but the Registeel on this one, 33 CP. It's a little baby Registeel, which is definitely going to stay in the collection for the longest time. Let me know if you had any level 1 luck on these researches with the Regis. The third lot of research we decided to choose ourselves because we'd already claimed one of the backgrounds actually from a raid, so we went for Regice on this one. We're having some good RNG on the shiny, but no raid Regice background, unfortunately. So not shiny on this one, 1215, but it's going to guarantee the background on it, which is great. And this is now our final research check, which is going to be the background on the Regirock, because no matter how many raids we were trying to do, I didn't want to do too many remotes on these, I've got to be honest, but we picked it up and it wasn't a shiny, but we had free shockdown, 501 CP for the background Regirock. I did say in my previous video how likely you're going to hold on to these backgrounds. Will they come back? Possibly not, but they do clog up the storage quite a bit. I want to give a big shout out right now. On Monday evening, Max Ruboy, part of the Patreon squad, we saw you in Paris Go Fest. We picked ourselves up a 1398, which is a Hundo potential Registeel. It is going to be, unfortunately, not a shiny one, but 1398 is definitely the 100%er, so I really appreciate the 4-star goodness on it. And well, given the fact we had the bonus on it, there's no worrying about catching these sorts of things anymore because, well, apart from the fact that it breaks out, but you can get these extremely easily. And there we go, captured, which I think is our second Hundo Registeel. It didn't have a background, unfortunately, but 4-star goodness all the way from Swansea in Wales. Thank you very much, mate, and we do name it after you, of course. It has to be done. If someone gives us a Hundo or a shiny from a raid invite, it gets named after the inviter. And one final good bit of news is that yesterday obviously was Regieleki, and we picked ourselves up a shiny or 2 from the raids and a couple of 98ers. We were remoting for Regieleki. Is my personal favorite one. Shiny, no background, unfortunately. I've got to say, we're gonna have a look right now, but the background luck on these Regis, not good. But it was actually from Valerio over in the Netherlands, so thank you very much for that shiny, mate. The other thing is that the 5s and the 2-kilometer eggs have been bringing in some really good bits and pieces for us. So that's a carbine, which is pretty dead. Have you been hatching these eggs? Because we've had some good shiny luck on them. I will say, we've picked ourselves up an orange Flabebe from a 2K, and we got ourselves a shiny Shelmet from a 2K as well. But the 5Ks, Skidoo, Pachirisu, Torkoal, Mindfu potential in them, so we're gonna be hatching those eggs today. As you can see here, actually, searching up background, there were no further background shinies when it came to the Regielekis. The only one from a raid we've had is that Registeel that was shiny. The Regieleki here you saw, that was actually from the research, which is frankly insane putting that in. Let's jump into some raid action, shall we? Time to go hard for a couple of hours and see what we can get, because we want a shiny background for Regidrago. So if you like what you see here, if you like Pokemon Go content, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, we've got Global Go Fest coming up this weekend. 2035? I think that's really bad. Key thing is, could it be shiny? Thank you, Elros and Lost Lucan, for making that a trio, but it is one of the easiest raid bosses. I remember back in the day, you can solo this one. This is not a shiny, and no background, are we surprised? And it's almost the 10-10-10 floor. Something else that's actually gone live last night is the adventure effects for Crowned Sword Zacian and Crowned Shield Zamazenta. Behemoth Blade will cost you 5,000 dust and 5 candy to use for 6-minute intervals on that one, but it's going to strengthen your Pokemon's attacks in raids and max battles. Honestly, is insane. That's going to be a really useful boost. I believe it only strengthens at your own, so this is doing damage for you. And as you'd expect, Behemoth Bash being a shield Pokemon, Zamazenta with the same cost and time duration is going to strengthen your Pokemon's defense in raids and max battles. So perhaps defense, if you're playing the tank role in a max battle, might be more worthwhile. But personally, I think we're going to be running the Behemoth Blade effect if we're going to use them at all. So there you go. That's what they do. Check for the background. Not even a background for that. Fantastic. I will say as well, we did get ourselves the GO Pass Deluxe for the Ancients Recovery, which means we'll get the gold bottle cap when eventually we've reached rank 100. Don't fret, I see people in the comments saying, oh, you won't get enough points to complete it. Don't worry. Much like Unova Tour Global, when it becomes Saturday and Sunday with a global event, the Tour Pass points will basically unlock and you can claim as many as you want. So you may only be able to get to rank, 70 or 75 or something over the course of Monday to Friday, but come Saturday, Sunday, you will get enough to get to rank 100 and beyond. You probably know this already, but I've just found out that my screen recordings, last 2 clips, have basically been not working. We've only got the last 20 or 30 seconds or so of them actually functioning. So the entire Regidrago solo didn't screen record. I don't know why it's cropping the very end of it. I'm gonna have a look through my iPhone storage, but it really shouldn't be full. Bit easier than the solo, isn't it? 9 people in destroying it. Thank you, Patreon Squad peeps. No, 2047. Oh, what do we get? Not shiny to start with. I do love the bonus of just being able to throw one ball and catch stuff. Saves you golden rasses, saves you time. No background. Another lobby of 10 or so and 2060. Could it be shiny? No to tick number 1. It now needs to have a background. Judgment time, no background. I don't know why. I feel like the background drop rate is just awful. Quick couple of egg catches. 1, 2, 1, 5. Decent shiny potential in both of them, or Klefki. Is the one thing that can't be shiny out of the 5s, and a Pancham. Thank you, people, for popping here. We've got one more. Check. It's not even a shiny. Come on. It does. It has a background. Hallelujah. I mean, 15, 10, 10, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, we had a background before. Can we get a shiny straight away after? Not quite. Slowly wasting daily adventure instance, but since it hasn't been good to us for the last God knows how many weeks, don't really care. It's not a back-to-back on the background, unfortunately. 3 5s and a 10 going off. Potentially some good stuff. Come on. I mean, Toxor still need that shiny, to be fair. The 10Ks are not part of the event bonus, but Torkoal from 5s definitely is. And this one, of course, it's a Klefki. Actually, Hundo Klefki wouldn't go amiss, to be honest. Before we press on with the raid grind, I'd love to say a massive thanks, as always, to every single person who's a part of the Patreon squad who support and help the channel in an enormous way, because that extra support goes a very, very long distance to keeping this channel rocking and rolling and producing the content on a very regular basis and to hopefully an entertaining high standard. So appreciate every single one of you. On the note of Patreon, actually, there's a new post up on there from the box that was supposed to go up with Paris Go Fresh from the Pokemon Go team. So here's a little sneak peek of what that looked like. Lift it up and out. Yeah, we can. Crikey, look at that. Over on Patreon, they've got the whole unboxing. So maybe head over there now. More eggs. Oh, I need that one. Give me mine food this weekend. Come on. Golett is neither here nor there. Could it be not even a shiny? Congrats, Kate, by the way, who got the shiny on the raid earlier. Is it? No. 10K, go! For Pawnyard. Yeah. 1 o'clock. Apart from anything else, I've noticed the bench has gone from there, which is a bit weird. But we saw 2116, I think, which is some way significantly better than the last couple of raids. It's not a shiny. One of you guys probably in the comments, actually, I'll say at least 3 people have probably let me know what the Hundo CP is in the comments. Appreciate. It's not a background, but yeah, 93. Once more into Regieleki, come on. Libro. I probably missed the invite now because of the remote pass. Yeah, lobby's expired. And a 2K. Everything seems to happen in one clip. Let's go. Ooh, shiny Persimmon hatch. Let's go. 17, 18 CP, 96 shiny. What a hatch, people. I do think the shiny odds, if you've got the GoFest ticket, this is the global GoFest ticket, are boosted. That's amazing. We've had 3 shinies, all from 2Ks, nothing from 5s yet. I'll definitely take that. I think that's actually better than anything we had shiny-wise from the research day all those years ago. Just on a remote Regidrago from Exodus, who I believe is someone we met at Paris GoFest. Appreciate the invite. Could it be Shiny? Not Shiny for the remote in 1665. Maybe background. It was from Italy. It's an Italian invite. No shiny or background. But yeah, okay, mediocre. 89. 2 here at a 5K. Torkoal. Another Regidrago check. Thanks to Kurdi's Rider Milinik for jumping in, making it a nice trio. No shiny. This is probably why the Monday sesh felt doubly disappointing. Is the fact you had 3 different raid bosses, all with their own RNG, all with a new background. It was problematic, but no background. But we did get 6 XL candy, to be fair. Well, as you can see from the raid selection, we're now here on the Friday, the day before Global Go Fest. It's been a bit of a space in time. We've had some bits and pieces to take care of in regular life. Few shout-outs to give, and the reason we've been on such a pause from the previous clip is twofold. Things are happening in real life we had to do, and secondly, I don't know what was going on the Tuesday or even the Wednesday, but I've reset the phone and everything like that, so it should be a-okay. But my phone was refusing to do screen recordings, despite having 30-40 gigs worth of space and iCloud available. No idea why it was failing, but the net result of that is rather irritating. So it pains me that this screen recording failed. I had it on screen record for the Shundo check, it just deleted itself, didn't work out. But a big shout out to Apex171, because his invite, we did a trio on Regieleki. I think it was actually on Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon for me, because he's West Coast in America. The Hundo Regieleki is ours. I really wanted to chase this one down, and it came through a remote raid invite. So huge shout out to you, dude. Thank you very much for the lucky invite. We do have this one on screen recording. Muscleman60, the most recent member of the Patreon squad, I believe, gave us the Regidrago shiny background from an invite. So appreciate that, coming all the way from Wales. Absolutely lovely. A Welsh dragon, which seems about right given that that's the flag of the country. We also pulled in another shiny from our own local raids on that front. Do let me know in the comments below, how has the raid game been going for you? How's the egg luck for this event been going? If you've been chasing these things, because of course, not everybody wants to be hatching eggs constantly the week leading up to Global Go Fest, of course. We've been hatching quite a lot of Pachirisu, which is really nice to see. No shiny on that front. Been tons of Klefki coming through 5km eggs, unfortunately. Then look, a 10km egg delivered a shiny Lapras. Of course, the 10km eggs are not actually part of this event at all, they're just regular. Now, thankfully, I saw this and managed to get the screen recording of it. We hatched a Shiny Frigibax from the 5km eggs, which means it's another one to add to the total to do the trades with, hopefully. So there we go, wrapping up. Let me know, what are you chasing in Global Go Fest? What are you going to be prioritizing? Don't forget the biomes rotate, particularly on the Saturday. They may do it on the Sunday. I haven't been able to double check and clarify that. Your raid bosses are split Saturday to Sunday. We've got Zamazenta fully on the Saturday, Zacian fully on the Sunday. So very easy to prioritize which one you're going to be chasing. Of course, we're going to have the Phalanx with the train costume in 3-star raids and the Pikachus, which are slightly different. Shout out to the person in the comments of a previous video who let me know that the goggles actually changed. They go from a monocle to a pair of goggles on the hat. So we've got Mystic Valor and Instinct Pikachus. They're going to be 1-star raids only, it seems, alongside of Frigibax. So I don't know, let me know, you're going to chase those. I'm not personally going to be chasing those costumes, even though they're technically new. We're going to be gunning for the Mindful, we're going to be gunning for more Frigibax, and more importantly, I want this Shundo Zamazenta. That is why I'm raiding hard on the Saturday. So if you enjoyed what you saw here, please hit that subscribe button down below and stick around, because the GoFest Global stuff is going to be absolutely epic. Check out some of the videos here, some of the previous videos from when Jay-Z Valor joined us, and he's now back in Japan. He left literally on that Tuesday morning, so very best of luck, dude. Enjoy Japan, but check out these videos and plenty more content on the channel for you to continue enjoying. I hope to see you all in the next one, peeps. Do take care.